accountability on DHS from Congress here?
I don't know anything about this event. Okay, I was a little busy yesterday, so I'm going to reserve judgment. I know that there was a tragic shooting, and I'm not going to comment on it because I don't know. And you guys can mock me for not knowing that. I worked about 22 hours in the last few days, and I did not get the briefing on that yet.
No doubt that ICE needs to improve its performance, but those who are calling for ICE to be abolished altogether are ignoring absolutely vital safety work that ICE does.
Senator Collins wrote the blank check to allow these officers to conduct themselves in the way that they have in Maine in the first place. And she's the one who's poured resources into it. And just because now that there's live footage of the atrocities that she has enabled, doesn't make it better than preventing.
All I want to do is this. I just want to find 11,780 votes, which is one more than we have, because we won the state.
Mr. Secretary, was the president here asking you for exactly what he wanted? One more vote than his opponent.
What I knew is that we didn't have any votes to find. We had continued to look. We investigated, like I just shared the numbers with you. There were no votes to find. That was an accurate count that had been certified. And as our general counsel said, there was no shredding of ballots.
You this morning, and you said, well, there was no criminality, but I mean, all of this stuff is very dangerous stuff. When you talk about no criminality, I think it's very dangerous for you to say that.
Secretary Raffensperger, you wrote about this in your book, and you said, quote, "I felt then and still believe today that this was a threat. Others obviously thought so too, because some of Trump's more radical followers have responded as if it was their duty to carry out this threat." Please tell us what you, your wife, even your daughter-in-law experienced regarding threats from Trump's more radical followers.
Well, after the election, my email, my cell phone was doxxed, and so I was getting text all over the country, and then eventually my wife started getting the text, and hers typically came in as sexualized texts, which were disgusting. And then some people broke into my daughter-in-law's home, and my son has passed, and she's a widow and has 2 kids, and so we're very concerned about her safety also.
Kind of obsessed with Georgia, Trump is. It's also, he just went in and took voting machines from Fulton County, sent Tulsi Gabbard in there. We all remember her lurking behind the pillars there. Why is he obsessed with Georgia? Why?
In my view, he's obsessed with Georgia because he can't get over the fact that it was black voters and black political power who were instrumental to his defeat in Georgia and in a number of crucial battleground states. But look, there's talk that he might try to declare me and Raphael Warnock illegitimate senators. Obviously, the president has no power to do that, but he does have the power to try to intimidate people. He's demonstrated his will to abuse power. I expect him to use whatever he puts out there on Thursday as a pretext either for some attempted unconstitutional use of federal power to interfere in the election, or to give his proxies and loyalists in state and local jurisdictions some cover for whatever they might attempt, or to lay the groundwork for challenging the result. And the bottom line is that this is a real and live threat to voting rights in the United States.
He wants a break, you did not get one back then, and you are sure as hell not getting one now. It's the same old daily soap opera. Tomorrow he will crawl back onto TV screens, crying his eyes out, whining, "Oh no, they stole my vote again." But don't you worry. Last night, Senator John Ossoff completely dissected this entire orange show and performed a masterclass post-mortem. He exposed exactly what's driving this desired obsession. This guy is not just chasing Georgia, he's obsessed with it like a kid chasing an ice cream truck in midterm summer. Alright, let's wrap up today's drama right here. But before you go, take a good hard look at this final image. This is not just a random snapshot, it is the law and detected reality of MAGA America that was absolutely need to shoot down the upcoming fall election. What does your friend tell you about all this? Drop your thoughts and set the comment section on fire below. If you love the video, smash that like button, share it with your friends. Take care, and I will see you in the next juicy episode. Bye bye.